God, reporting live from the makeshift studio at 75 Stony Ridge Road, Saddle River, New Jersey. I don't even care that I just gave the audience my address.
The 3 people that'll
listen to this.
That already know where you live too.
Probably, but still, come find me. I'm on the 2nd floor if you're looking to bare knuckle fight.
Or just, party.
Or if you're looking to party. This is Yikes Podcast coming to you May 24th. Almost the 25th of May. Shit. Which means... I think Connor's birthday is...
Oh, it's 2 days from now.
2 days from now.
It's Friday. That's the day I hang out with Jake. And then after that... I go to California.
That's a big Hoag news story, and since we're the 2 people of this podcast, that's a big Yikes Podcast story. Is Hoag C going west?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to California for the first time ever. So that's pretty exciting.
That's big.
Other than the time I flew over it.
That doesn't count.
To Hawaii.
Oh, that was a humble
brag, yes it was.
Humble brag?
Yeah.
I've been to Hawaii.
Yeah, I've been there. I was real young.
That's big. You're going to visit one of our guests on our show, Zach Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Who is out there doing big things in Northern Cali, right?
It's like mid.
Central Cali?
Northern Cali is like fucking cold. It's like Seattle type shit, I think.
True. Did you beef?
I did.
That was a live beef.
I was trying to get it a little louder so the mic could pick it up. But
it's tough to force them out to get them loud, so you did your best. We're coming from you, like I said, 6th episode. We're really getting weaker as we've gone on with our podcast.
Oh yeah, way weaker.
It's usually they get better. Ours have gotten better, I would say, value-wise. I enjoy them. And but we're just not as consistent. We're going to try to be better now. And I think we have been. For God's sakes, we haven't even uploaded one before this, so we're really ahead of the game recording-wise, which I guess is the hardest part, is content. But maybe not for us. We kind of don't like the other side of the podcast.
Yeah, the issue is that, it's a lot of fun recording and talking and doing all that stuff, but the technical stuff is boring as shit.
Yeah. We're going to give you guys a little insight on the podcast world since we're such big shots. But basically, since our audio files are pretty long, it just takes a while to upload, and it's just not fun. You'd rather be doing literally anything else.
Yeah, I'd rather be doing laundry. I hate laundry.
I would rather be doing podcast stuff than laundry. That's how much I hate laundry.
Yeah, but I just have a lot that's on my mind. Especially because I have to do laundry. I have to do like 2 weeks worth of laundry before I leave Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
You have to do it.
And every day I get home from work, I've got something to do. And it's just...
It's lingering. It's in your head. It's psyching you out. You should have brought it here.
Yeah.
We have a big laundry machine here.
How fast does the dryer go? The issue is the dryer.
56 minutes.
That's like an hour.
But it's a big one, so you can fit a bunch of... You could dump loads in it.
It's always good dumping loads.
Yeah, in things.
Yeah.
But let's get right to a big hot topic. First off, that was probably our longest, nice, casual intro we've ever had. It's flowing right now.
Yeah, we got off track a little bit, but it was a good... It was an okay flow.
Yeah, we're going to break the fourth wall here to the listeners. We're flowing really well. This feels good so far. So we're going to keep this up.
Yeah.
And we'll go right into a topic that...
That was a jinx.
Yeah, it's probably going to go downhill from here because we're getting into our structured podcast, which is not always good.
Not good.
We're going to get right into vaping, guys. And I know a lot of people are big-time vapors. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a insight on the vape world in my eyes. I have never vaped. I do not know really, I don't know the difference between vaping and e-cigaretting and dabbing and any of that, which may be negligence on my end, but I'm not really like upset that I don't know the differences. It just doesn't affect me.
I can explain a couple things. E-cigarette, I'm pretty sure, is pretty much the same thing as vaping, but e-cigarette is like a preloaded cartridge and all that shit, and you breathe it when it's like done. You like unscrew it, or I don't know. Maybe they are different. I think vaping has to do with oils, and e-cigarette is something slightly different. But dabbing is weed.
Right. It's strictly weed.
That's just that is another thing entirely.
So the instance that I've come across is that since I substitute and coach at the local high school, which we will not name for no reason really, but I received an email from the administration on the all staff list. That's a dog bark.
We got a special guest today. It's Havana.
You know what? That won't be the last. I'll almost guarantee it.
Guys, so, be ready for more little yelps.
If it continues, we will pause the podcast and we'll
I think we should let it ride.
You say that now, and it's gonna be fucking annoying, and we'll go to a commercial break because I might kill my dog. So, there it is. Guys, we're going to take a quick break here. Let's listen to our sponsors.
Don't worry, he's not going to kill his dog because, I mean, he's almost dead.
Okay.
So, yeah, you shot the dog?
Now I'm on there?
Yeah. I might have been recording when I said that.
All right. We are back. Thank you, McDonald's, for your dedication.
I deleted that.
Fuck.
I thought it was terrible.
All right, well, scratch that. We don't endorse McDonald's. All right, so back to vaping. Guys, I got an email from the administration that was sent to all staff, which I'm included in. Not proud of it. I get a lot of junk emails, a lot of emails, people looking to sell stuff.
A lot of viruses.
People opening emails that they shouldn't be opening and trying to spread viruses accidentally. Also, people just like saying, hey, if you see this student in the hallway, please congratulate them. Their poem won a contest. Like, I don't know. Separate rant. But
I would do the opposite.
Ignore?
No, I would be like, you suck. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd be a teacher and I'd get fired for that.
Well, this was a school-wide email sent from one of the higher-ups, which they don't send many emails. And it basically said that there's a big problem, not only at this high school, but probably many other high schools, that vaping and the uses of these little pens, if you will, is big. And it's not only nicotine or water vapor. Kids are using it for weed with like one-hitters and all that jazz. Just a little small. It's basically, it was a notification for small concealed contraband that's not allowed. So they wanted to make teachers very aware. So they included images in this email of what to look for. And not joking, they referenced Urban Dictionary as like a citation, like when you had to do like bibliography after your essay.
I gotta pause you real quick.
Yeah.
So the school has gone from, you're not allowed to use Wikipedia, to, guys, look what Urban Dictionary said.
Yeah. I looked at it and they included Urban Dictionary. They included a lot of pictures, which I thought was pretty funny that they had a ton of pictures of what to look out for. It seemed like something that they needed to like address, almost like as a they had to do it so they could claim like, oh, we told our staff to look out for it. It's not our fault that kids are still doing it. But it really didn't seem like a sincere like, this is an epidemic. Like, kids are doing it in the bathroom. It hasn't changed. It's just easier for kids to do. Kids are probably really dumb and they do it in school. Like, just wait until 2:30 and do it. Like, who you really have to get your fix at 11 a.m. I don't know. And then the other funny thing that I got, separate subject, so we'll go back to vaping, was something called the Blue Whale Challenge. Please look out for the Blue Whale Challenge.
What is that?
So it's an app on your phone, and basically it's a bunch of things for you to do, like a scavenger hunt, and a lot of them involve like harming yourself, and then the final one is to kill yourself.
So I was, this is how I went just now. Scavenger hunt. Ooh, okay, I'm interested.
Fun.
Harming yourself. Well, no, I think I'm out. It's like killing yourself. All right, I'm back in. No, no, I'm out. Absolutely out.
Yeah. So I read this and I was like, oh my god, this is psychotic. How can Apple let this app go on their store? They don't. How could Google or Android they don't either. So I was like, you really gotta look for this app if you want to.
You have to like jailbreak your phone or some shit.
Right. And at that point, like, you're probably really set on like harming yourself. So I don't think like the app is really to blame if you really have to like look for this.
Yeah.
And if this is your reason to harm yourself, I don't know. Seems very bizarre. But back to vaping, Hoag. I really want your input on what your thoughts are on vaping.
Well, I think that on just the general term vaping and people doing it nowadays, everyone's like, all right, I vape, it's healthier. That's what I've heard time and time again, but I'm pretty sure what's going on right now is not enough research has been done on whether or not the vapor pen is healthier at all.
Right.
And I personally don't think it is. I mean, you're still getting nicotine. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest part of it is that it doesn't smell anymore.
And it's not like staining your teeth or making your breath stink or your clothes stink maybe as much or whatever. I'm not really sure of it. But like, it seems like a cleaner thing.
It does seem cleaner. I just don't think it's all that healthy for your lungs.
Right.
Because you're still putting nicotine and actually, it might. I don't think there's any tobacco.
Yeah, I think it's water.
But you're still putting nicotine into your lungs, and nicotine isn't good for your lungs.
Right. Let's do a little comparison here. What would be healthier, vaping or not vaping? I would say not vaping, probably a little healthier than vaping.
Maybe a little.
So
they're close.
It seems like one of those things that the administration, people in power of juveniles, obviously need to look out for, because if it's something that's gonna lead for harmful to kids, yeah, you want to get in front of that. But I'm always the believer of kids are gonna do stuff anyway, no matter what, and sometimes you'll push them harder to do it if you're that strict on it.
I believe that the harder you push on something, especially something like that, the more kids are gonna do it.
Yeah, you're gonna like put ideas in people's heads. Like,
absolutely, it's something that, I mean, if you look at other countries as far as drinking age goes, there's countries with drinking ages less than ours, and they have way less issues with drinking.
There's no problems. Like when they're super young, they just know how to handle themselves. So I want to talk this episode is really nice because we're back to just you and me, which we haven't done in a while. We kind of had the you and me guest, you and me guest, but then we did a guest again. So episode 6, we were like, we gotta get back to our roots.
Yeah, you gotta,
back to the original Yikes podcast. Probably should have mentioned that at the beginning. So
yeah, whatever. They can figure it out.
They would realize, probably by the title of the podcast. Yeah, by the title. It's going to say, Yikes Podcast, Back to Basics, yo. And that's going to be the title of this one, maybe. So
I think we should not make it that.
It's probably not going to be that. But we want to talk about another idea of ours, because we're always moving. We're trying to take it to the max all the time, which I really want to bring that phrase back, because we used to say that back in the day. Dom Tula used to always say, well, I brought it here. I heard someone saying it. People started saying it. Then it fizzled out. But I'm going to start bringing it back. Take it to the max. And we're going to talk about our food idea. Now, look. A lot of food people going around. A lot of foodies. Lots of people claiming to be experts.
Shout out to Fast Food Couple.
That's one of our sponsors, Fast Food Couple NJ. I've been on their page a couple times. My fast food has been up there, but right now I'm not eating fast food. It sucks. It's a big part of my life. But Hoag and I have a very good idea that we got the idea when we were being served at Allendale Eats. And we both ordered the same thing. Hoag, take it away here.
Well, I'm going to tell you first off what we ordered. What we ordered was the biggest meal with the cheapest price on that menu. It was awesome. It had you could have your choice of bread. French toast is the original. I think that's what it just comes with, unless you ask for something else like a waffle or something like that.
Pancakes.
Or pancakes.
Right.
And then you get eggs, any style, 2 eggs, any style. You get toast, obviously. Toast comes with everything. You get your choice of meat. I, of course, go with Taylor ham. I mean, you live in this area, you got to go with Taylor ham, or else, I mean...
If you're psychotic.
Yeah, you can fuck off. And then you get potatoes. Did I name everything?
I think, yeah.
And all of that, I mean, it's a lot of food. It's enough to fill one fat man or two skinny people.
It's enough where you're not like in 3 hours, you're not like, I need something. You could like almost do it as like a brunch and be good until dinner for sure.
Yeah, I definitely, I force myself to finish it because it's that much food.
Right.
Like I'm uncomfortable when I'm done. I'm like, oh man, I'm not eating again for days.
But let's review. You got French toast, Taylor ham, scrambled eggs 2, hash browns, and some wheat toast. 5 things. How much do you think that would cost? Not asking you, asking audience.
It's like $15, right?
Right. Wrong.
You're dead fucking wrong.
It was $9 and change.
$9 and change. And you know what we call that? We call that the bang for your buck.
It's definition of bang for your buck.
And our original thought was to go with bang for your buck as our YouTube name. We'd go around local places in the area and find the bang for your buck item. The truck driver at Allendale Eats would have been our number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now though, bang for your buck is a heavily used name. Probably not going to use that.
It's a pretty popular term in the English language. We didn't know. Who knew? So we're if you guys have names for that idea, please let us know because we don't want to be copying thousands of people.
Also, we're on YouTube now, so please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, and share it on Facebook. Share it with your friends. Annoy people. Post it so many times that people defriend you. Who cares?
Yeah.
They're not your real friends.
If they defriend you, they're not your friend at all.
So the bang for your buck idea is something that we would love to do because Hoag and I love food. We love shitty food, but we love good food. Like we like shitty food for you, but good for the soul. And we like to, get a good deal. Even though sometimes we splurge on food specifically.
Yeah, tonight I splurged.
You did? What'd you get?
I had nothing. I'm sad.
You didn't have any food?
No, I didn't have dinner.
You're just going to go to sleep for dinner?
Yeah.
That's what my roommates would say at college. They were like, guess I'm going to sleep for dinner. I was like, oh my God, let's go get food. What the fuck?
I actually do that quite often. I find myself, I'll have my first meal at 8 a.m., last meal at like 5:30. And then,
what do you eat at work or on your way home?
Yeah, I'll just like make a PB&J or something for dinner, or if I've got something like left over from lunch, I'll eat that real quick. Because otherwise, by the time I'm home, it's 7:30, and I'm like, that's too late. I'm trying to. I don't know how true it is that you're not supposed to eat like however many hours before bed, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to do it.
Hoag and I are also slimming down.
Yeah.
Big time. Just another humble brag. We're both slimming down.
That ain't a humble brag. That's just a brag.
That's a fucking brag.
It's like, yo, we're fucking slimming down, and you're doing nothing.
While you're fucking eating
Yeah, shovel
chips.
that donut in your mouth. I'm sorry. This is...
Because you know what? We can't even get on people because there's nothing more right now that I would want to do than eat a donut.
Yeah.
But just weighed myself today. I'm at a nice 205. Haven't been 205 since freshman year of college. So I'm feeling good. Target weight 200. Gonna get there. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, as they say. We're all about popular English terms here. Bang for your buck. It's not it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Sayings and shit.
Yin yang. Other generic things.
Practice makes birthday.
Practice makes perfect birthday. Oh, Hoag, this is a good... We really needed to bring up our weekly fashion... I guess just our fashion statement of the week.
Well, no, it's a segment we have every podcast. The weekly fashion update.
Yeah, the weekly fashion update. What is in this summer?
I'll tell you what, you could throw your entire closet out this summer.
Really?
Everything's gone.
Jesus
Everything
Christ,
except one thing.
One thing.
Don't throw your jeans away. You want to know why?
But it's too hot for jeans in the summer.
I thought you might say something like that.
Oh,
This
God.
is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a pair of scissors.
Okay.
You're gonna cut them right above the knee.
Right above?
Right above it. It's gotta be above it.
Good.
If you're too low, they look like Jinko. Or what are they called?
Jinko.
Fucking like the hood jeans.
Yeah, the big fat jeans that just go straight down. Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna make some jean shorts. You're gonna make some jorts.
My God.
Because jorts are in this summer.
Look, I wrote this all out about jorts. I didn't know how to really explain it, so I took to my notepad and I said, I need to write something. I need to do a public statement about jorts. As most people know about me, I am a big athleisure fan. Right now, I'm wearing shorts. Gym shorts and a beater. I have one pair of jeans. I have one pair of shoes that are not basketball shoes or sneakers. I really don't like things with collars, although as I've gotten older I don't mind it anymore as much. But high school and college, didn't wear jeans to class, just was all about comfort. And you know, I wear a polo every now and then if I have to wear, nice shorts or khakis, like whatever. I can bear through it. But I've started listening to the Pat McAfee podcast, and he's a big Indiana, Pittsburgh, Midwest kind of southern-y vibe, but more so like a cultural America vibe. And he keeps talking about jorts. I'm like, I can't wear jorts. And then I cut my first pair of jorts, and it's sort of like the feeling of when you get a new haircut and you're just like super confident and feeling yourself. I put these jorts on and I was like, I'm never going to take these off this summer. I picked a really dad color, just like a light fucking blue, 90s jeans wash. I think that's what they call it, right?
Wash, yeah.
And my
Classics.
God, I love these jorts. They go with almost anything. No, they really can't. They go with like t-shirts. But that's my look.
They go with like a suit top.
Yeah, you can wear pretty much a shirt and tie is your only thing you can wear at jorts. But no, I'm so impressed with how I feel. I just feel American. I feel free.
You only need one thing now when you wear your jorts.
What's that?
A tank top.
I know, dude. And I have one coming. I have a Pat McAfee podcast tank top coming.
No, literally, you're gonna be Pat McAfee in the summer.
I'm gonna be a hardcore fanboy, and I'm gonna get like a red, white, and blue American flag bandana. Fucking pull that shit on. Throw on some Timbs or something, and just be super southern and love it in America. But so jorts are in. Are we saying that, or are we just making that up?
Oh no. I am actually when I went to college for fashion.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. That's what I
jorts in.
Yeah, jorts in. I've been monitoring fashion for like 10 years now.
Well, yeah, so it's trending.
And you can see the ways of where things go. And I mean, if you look at it, a lot of 60s and 70s stuff was in. And you know what they wore in the 80s? The late 80s, early 90s. You know what people wore? They wore
HIV.
Jorts.
Jorts.
What was that?
They wore jorts in the 80s.
That's not the first thing. All right. Yeah, they wore jorts in the 80s.
How short is short for jorts?
Oh, too short is...
Like above the knee. How many inches are we talking?
Too short on a guy
like
is when you can see the pockets. Girls, you can see their pockets. They can do the pocket thing.
Okay, so like a little bit above the knee.
Dude, if you got small pockets, you go all the way up.
Jesus Christ, you're right.
Now, I don't know. For a guy, I'd say about 3 inches, 4 inches above is starting to get a little too much. But at the same time, you can also make a statement when you get up that high, which I think is something that maybe Jimmy does. I think he goes about 3-4 inches up.
Jimmy Ray Hoag has a lot of leg.
Which, by the way, that kid's been rocking jorts for years, so he's
started this whole movement.
Yeah. He's a big fan of jorts.
What are your thoughts on the male romper that everyone's talking about? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
There's our Jay Leno right there.
I caught some memes here and there. That's the only way I found out about it, memes, and I was like, oh, I guess something happened. I guess a lot of people are wearing rompers or something.
So I guess a company kickstarted and said, we want to design the male romper. We're looking for donations. They were looking for like $10,000. Not a ton.
That's in total?
Yeah, they wanted $10,000.
That's quite low.
They made, in their first week, I think $150,000 in their first week.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to is just ask for a little bit, and if it's a good thing, they'll give you lots. Like, oh, they're modest.
So you're saying male rompers are a good thing? We have you on tape.
No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you ask for less money, you get more money because
you're a good thing.
You know what I did? You're right.
Shit.
Well, apparently society likes them. I personally don't.
Right.
I don't really fuck with them.
If there's a calling for it,
yeah,
people are gonna wear it and get their ass beat. That's not our problem.
Well, I mean, if society likes it,
dude. If you saw a dude with a romper out at a bar, you would laugh so hard. You would make fun of him, not to his face, but
I would laugh the first time, but then all of a sudden you start looking around, and you're like, holy shit, there's tons of dudes in rompers, and then you're like, what the fuck happened? And that's the way society rolls, especially because nowadays we're in a society that if you look at somebody wrong, you've committed a hate crime. So like you can't.
Yeah, you'll offend a guy.
You can't even call somebody out anymore, or else you're getting sued or some shit.
Right.
So they're gonna catch on. And everyone's going to start wearing them, and I'm not even going to be able to make fun of them. But I personally think rompers are ridiculous looking.
We can internally make fun of them.
Yeah, but the whole point of making fun of somebody is being a bully, calling negative attention and destroying them. No.
That's going to go on record. Hoag C, quote, the whole point is being a bully and destroying them.
All the people that know me just know I'm a huge bully. I was a huge bully in middle school and high school.
How was the mean kid?
It's sad.
He was always the biggest kid. He was always the meanest kid.
Yeah, pulled people's shorts down.
Asked for their lunch money.
No, I didn't ask. I took it.
Yeah. I'm literally doing this podcast at gunpoint because if I didn't, Colin said he would beat my ass.
Yeah, and I'll come to your house if you guys aren't listening to this, and I'll make you watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to it.
We have no plans, just to dismantle all these rumors. We have no plans to go to video yet. God, you don't even want to see what we look like when we.
You don't even want to see what happened to the dog.
Yeah, he's gone. We'll leave it at that. Let's get to summer movies. Hoag, Colin, and I broke that up pretty weird. Hoag, Colin.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. Jimmy's here.
Hoag,
silent.
Colin, and I. No, Colin and I are very big movie guys. Big time.
Big time.
And we're going to talk about 3 or 4 movies that are coming out. First one, new Transformers movie. Transformer. Directed by...
Bay.
Michael B. Bay.
Michael B-A-E.
So, I'm not sure if you saw any trailers for this. If
I didn't.
Not, I will give you a 6-second trailer. I guess Optimus Prime might be bad, might be good. Mark Wahlberg's still in it. Attractive chick that isn't popular, also in it. Love interest. And then there's also a 9-year-old girl that is on Mark Wahlberg's side. And then there's a lot of fighting.
So the whole Optimus Prime might be bad, might be good thing. So we don't know yet.
I think anyone with a brain knows.
Okay, so I'll tell you what else we know.
Yeah.
I won't be viewing it.
Right. I think I will never view it either. I told this to someone. I said, because apparently this is the last one, which horseshit. If they keep making money, just like the Fast and the Furious movies, they're going to keep making Transformers if they keep making money. Who cares? They're going to be like, someone's going to watch this. We're going to keep making money. Why would we not want to print money? That's what they're doing. They're printing money. Those Fast and Furious movies print money. The Asians, the Latinos, the African Americans love those movies. White dudes, they love them. They're going to go see them. They're going to print money. So why would they stop? They're not going to stop making Transformers unless they start losing money. So I saw this trailer. I literally thought it was a joke. Mark Wahlberg's talking about, like, they're fighting the Transformers. The humans are.
What the heck's going on?
Yeah. He's standing there. He's like, we got to fight them. And then, like, I'm like, dude, this is what would really happen. Boom. Wahlberg dead. Boom, 8-year-old girl fucking so dead. They can't even, like, identify her
So
body.
dead that she went from 9 to 8 years old.
Yeah, she went backwards in time. And then the Transformers just kill everyone on the planet. But this is what I said should have happened. Final movie, you bring back Shayla Beef. You bring back Megan Fox. Keep Wahlberg in it, whatever. And it should have been a crazy last movie. People dying, rated R. And then you just end the movie with some crazy cliffhanger, like, who knows? Maybe Optimus Prime dead, maybe not. But should have brought back the 2 originals. Transformers 1, cool movie. Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox. It was her first movie, basically. Like, that was cool. Cool concept. And then they made fucking 100 of them, and Mark Wahlberg got in it, and this girl had a line in the trailer. The 8-year-old girl, she just goes, but I want to fight. And I was like, come on.
You're 8.
You're going to die.
Shut your mouth.
So
you don't even know what you want for dinner. You think you do.
Yeah, you have no idea, like, what this is. These are robots that are, they're going to kill you if they wanted. Like, if she survives the movie, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Well, she's going to survive the movie.
Right.
They're not going to kill an 8-year-old in a movie.
Exactly.
Unless it's a fucked up movie, which is...
It's not. It's
like Mystic River or something.
So, Laughing Stock.
Sean Penn.
Mystic River, good movie.
It's fucking dark as shit, though.
It was. What other big names are in Mystic River?
All I know is Sean Penn. Big cry guy in that movie.
Yeah. Mystic River.
I mean, his daughter did...
Is that the one where they all go to prison, or kid prison together, and then they grow up? Or is that a different Sean Penn?
That might be a different Sean Penn. The Mystic River I'm talking about is his daughter goes missing. And she's dead. I ruined the ending for anybody who hadn't seen it.
Well, spoiler alert, Hoag ruined
she died. One of the kids in the town killed her by accident, or maybe he did it on purpose. I don't remember.
Mystic River by Hoag Collin.
Yeah.
Next movie you want to talk about is the new Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, you can't lose with Tom Cruise in your movies.
Listen, I'm going to go see that movie, and for one reason alone. There was a scream in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that scream in theaters with loud ass fucking sound.
Again, thought that was a joke, and it wasn't.
No,
it was
Cruise just knows how to scream. He's got great screams.
Yeah. And you know what? Take away the Scientology, that dude is a kick-ass actor.
Oh, kick-ass actor. He's just, I believe that Scientology has a lot to do with narcissism, and
Yeah.
I think he's just a huge narcissist.
He's really into himself. He has to be.
Yeah.
Short guy, Tom.
He's like
Tommy C.
5'6", 5'7".
Yep.
Wrestler.
Kick-ass actor. Movie looks pretty crazy. I saw the extended trailer when I went to go see our next movie we'll be talking about.
A little upset, by the way, with the Mummy for one reason.
No Brendan Fraser.
No Brendan Fraser.
I see. Was I right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need.
You think they'll
Brendan
pay
Fraser.
homage to him somehow? Will he be in it somewhere, walking around, and
He's gonna be a mummy.
Yeah, he'll be like a dead guy.
Yeah, just like,
and they'll give him some change.
Give me more money. Yeah. I need help.
So I saw an extended trailer, which I'm not a big fan of trailers anymore. I like the ones that don't give away anything.
Yeah, that was an incredible extended trailer, and you only got to see that if you were in the right. Like if you saw Rogue One live, right?
You're talking about Dunkirk.
Is that not what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about. I just saw the new movie that we're gonna review next recently, and they had the extended trailer for Mummy, and I didn't really want to see it because it didn't give away a lot, but it was very visual and it gave away a lot of visuals. It didn't give away like plot or anything. And it was good. The trailer made it look really well done, and they put a ton of money in it. So I definitely will see it. I love movies that just spend money on shit to make it look good. I just love that shit. Yeah. Like, now I'll say it. The movie I saw recently, Alien Covenant, the sequel to Prometheus and the prequels to Alien and Aliens and Alien 3.
Dope. Not
Alien vs. Predator. That doesn't count. That movie was horseshit.
That was the best one in the series.
So I saw Alien Covenant starring
ignored
Danny McBride, Michael Fassbender, and a bunch of other people. Fassbender, spoiler alert, should win every single award this Oscar.
Not a spoiler.
Well, it's not, but he should because he kicked ass. That movie rocked. Alien Covenant rocked. Prometheus fucking rocked.
Also, as far as Prometheus goes, recently a video has surfaced. Maybe it's been around for a while, but it surfaced on Reddit recently, explaining the ending a little bit more. It's a deleted scene from the movie, which they shouldn't have deleted.
Yeah, that was a big F up from Rip Scott.
Yeah, it explains the ending where at the end when they get out of the thing, when the guy gets out of that like container he was in. And,
the engineer.
Yeah, the engineer. And they start yelling at him like, hey, what are we here for? And he just kind of freaks out and fucking kills them all. There's a reason he did that. They explain that in this. It's literally, he wakes up and he's essentially looking at his science project that him and his engineer buddies made. And
humans.
And they're asking, they're yelling questions at him like, hey, what
are we here for?
What are we here for? Whatever, all this. And then there's this one old dude amongst the group. He's like, I want to be a god. I'm better than everyone. I made this robot. It's perfect. And he's like, I'm the best, and you're the best. And he's like comparing himself to that guy. And the guy was like, what the fuck? My science project thinks it's as good as me? Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? This is what I think of your project that you made. He rips Fassbender's head off.
Right off.
And then fucking kills everybody. Except for the girl.
And the alien.
But that explains it. Literally, he got upset that his science project was comparing him to it himself.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So, Covenant literally is... It starts off right where Prometheus left, which is cool. I'm not going to give anything away. Awesome movie. Definitely go see it. So, also in the trailers of... I saw the Mummy trailer, and then I also saw Dunkirk, but not the IMAX one that we saw with Rogue One. That was in it, but not as extended.
Yeah.
Looks great. Ed Hardy is in it. Not Ed Hardy, Tom Hardy. I always say Ed Hardy because of those shirts that people used to wear with the dazzled. Tom Hardy in it. Directed by everyone's favorite Nolan. Thing that really bothering me, it's PG-13.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a step backwards.
It's a little odd. Because...
Wait, were the Batman's PG-13?
Yeah, but I don't think Inception was. If Inception was, that'd be pretty... Then there's faith. There's a good chance Inception was PG-13.
I'm gonna look this up because honestly, this guy might be the only person ever that knows how to make movies that are fucking awesome, but PG-13.
Yeah, and everyone knows why they do the PG-13, so people can see it.
Yeah.
So Dunkirk looks really good.
It was PG-13. Christopher Nolan is just a fucking god at making music.
Okay.
Movies.
So that gives it that alleviates some stress I have because this movie looks really good. World War II movie. Nolan literally hits home run after home run. The guy doesn't make shit movies. He puts in a ton of money. So those are the movies I'm pretty pumped for, and Transformers I think should go die, but
it happens.
So
fuck them.
We're at that point in the podcast where I have a big question for Hoag C, and I've given him some time to think about it because it's a really tough question to ask someone off the top of the dome and have a good answer. And I'm pretty sure Colin hasn't really thought about it a ton, but at least he had it in the back of his head.
I already forgot whatever question this is. So
the question is, if you can go back in time and write and be the performer and the creator of any one song, so you basically are stealing a song from someone and it's yours, all the money you would make, the fame you would make, all the cred, it's all yours. So you're stealing a song from someone before they write it, so they don't have it anymore. What song would you take and why?
I remember you asking me this, and I had the same thought process I'm having right now, where I'm just like thinking of all the songs I could possibly choose from. I know my logic of why I'm going to choose a song, but I don't have the song yet.
What's your logic? Let's walk through it.
The logic is very simple. What the hell is in the most movies? What the hell is purchased the most? What is clearly, even if I hate that song, what is a very, very popular song that is selling a lot? If I take that song, I'm rich, and that's that.
So I'm going to give you my, I'm not going to be like, oh, I would probably do this. I would, there's a bunch of songs I would like, but if I had to really narrow it down, I would probably do a song that Queen wrote. Either We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You, or Bohemian Rhapsody, because of how classic they are. You have We Are the Champions / We Will Rock You, songs that will be played forever because of sporting events and bullshit and arena songs. So I would, if I really had to pick one, I would say We Are the Champions.
Quick question. Whatever song you pick, do you have to go back to when it was written, or do you release it now?
It's released when it was.
So do I stay the same age?
Yeah. I mean, it's just you get credit for this song, even your age. So whatever time period you want, you're still
cool.
your age.
All right. Then, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably do a Beatles song or something.
Yeah. See, that's it. I was thinking the big bands. You think Rolling Stones, Beatles, even Michael Jackson.
Well, I honestly, the one that keeps popping in my head for some reason is Billie Jean.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I know it sold a lot and all that, but...
Yeah, it's the big... The ones when, buying music was huge. So you can't do anything from,
now.
2000s to now. It's because it wasn't as,
It's all about, it's all about concerts nowadays if you want to make money.
Yeah, and stealing music.
Yeah. I guess you get some money from people buying it for their movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, the rights.
Yeah, the rights. That's the word I'm looking for.
But just an interesting topic someone asked me. I was like, it's a pretty good talking point. So when you're at home and you're pretty bored, you should think, what would I pick? If you pick something like Crank That Soldier Boy or Who Let the Dogs Out. Who Let the Dogs Out would be pretty cool to have as your own song. Not that cool.
I would like a song like I Got Five on it as well. It's just a good groove. I wouldn't get that rich off it. And that band disappeared after that one song. It was the only song they had. In fact, I think I don't even know their names, like Lunas or something like that.
Was that on a GTA soundtrack?
Not the one that's out now.
It's on GTA 4?
I think it's on 4.
Or like Saints Row or something.
I don't know. I don't think it's on the one now. Oh, you know what? Could it be on the one now?
I think it is, dude.
It is on the one now. I guess I don't listen to that station often.
Yeah. Well, perfect segue into video game talk. Speaking GTA. We're going to go into something that Hoag and I are pretty passionate about. And that is gaming. We are so passionate about gaming. It's, I know Hoag is a big gaming fan. Loves his gaming.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of gaming.
And, Hoag is the recent owner of one of the brand new systems, the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I had a friend hook me up and get it. And I'm pretty proud of the system. It's an excellent concept. Conceptually, I think it's the best system that we've seen in a very long time. And I think it's the most sought after system since Xbox 360, which I think was a very sought after system.
Yes.
And it's, I mean, when I say conceptually as well, I mean, if you somehow don't know what the Switch is a console that is handheld as well as just being a console. Like, it's got a base that you just kind of drop it into and it puts it up on a big screen. And you can use a controller, you can use the controllers that are on it, whatever. There's a lot of options to use a controller. The only issue with the Switch right now is that there's really, as far as in-depth games go, like games that are very sought after, there's only one. Sorry about that. The mic kind of just freaked out. There's only one game out there right now.
That's Zelda.
That people want. What?
Zelda.
Yes, Zelda. And now, I've never played the Zeldas. I mean, I think I played a little bit back in the day when it was on Game Boy Color or whatever. But I remember playing it and not being able to get past like the first level because I was not good at video games. Especially because I was very young and I couldn't figure out the puzzles. And Zelda's a puzzle game. So I stopped playing the Zeldas right there. This Zelda is very different from the other Zeldas. It's going to get a lot of people to come in and want to play this game, play this Switch. And Nintendo's going to get a lot of new people they didn't have. Because it's excellent. The game's excellent. The system's excellent. I only have one quarrel with Zelda.
You got a little bit of a gripe.
Yeah. And apparently all of the Zeldas did this. But I dislike it. And I want it to not be that way, even though I'm not a Zelda person. I'm sure the main fan base doesn't want it to be wants it to be this way. But before I finish the game, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. Excellent concept, excellent everything, just great art, whatever. Everything's excellent. As gameplay, everything. And then the second after I beat the boss, Calamity Ganon, it goes to a cut screen. Whatever, it does a little thing. It shows you what happens after. And then it goes to credits. Then it goes to the main screen. You can click continue if you'd like. And when you go to click continue, you can only continue from directly before you walked into the boss's little dungeon area. So essentially what that means is you cannot beat Ganon and then go explore the map after you've beaten him. Once you beat him, the game is over. But you can go back to right before you beat him and beat all the little things that you have to do within the game. You can find shrines and shit like that. and we got a barking Schweppes, but we're gonna power through it.
Barking dog. It sucks.
Power through it. There's shrines, there's Korok seeds, whatever. There's a bunch of shit you have to find. And you can go do that, but you can't walk around in a world where you've beaten Ganon. And that upsets me.
So basically, in other games, like let's say Fable, that's a big one, right?
Yeah.
You beat the game. You can choose to be good, really good, or really bad. And then you go back in the game. There's not much to do, but at least you can have the satisfaction of, I beat the game. I'm going to go do other shit. And I've accomplished the end of the game. You're saying this game, you beat it, but in order for you to keep playing, it kind of brings you before you beat it. And
exactly.
Then you can keep playing.
So I'm playing in an incomplete game, and I can never have a complete game because you can't play in a world where you beat it, and that upsets me. It makes me frustrated. It makes me feel like, what have I done? I've worked very hard, and I can't actually finish it and walk around in a world where it's complete. It frustrates the hell out of me. But apparently all Zeldas have done this. That's the way Zeldas work. And what it'll do is it'll put a little star next to your last save. That star implies that you've beaten the boss. But the people in the game don't know that. Calamity Ganon's still in the game and you're walking around. What's the point, in my opinion?
Yeah, I if I got to that point, I would be really bummed. I would just be like, all this time really feels dopey.
Yeah. But I have hope because there are 2 DLC packages coming.
That's good.
This summer there's a download, and then Christmas there's a download.
Nintendo, there's the things against Nintendo have never been that they're not on top of their shit.
No, they've always been on top of it.
They know when to release stuff. They're just always so limited with things, but the things that they have always do really well. Super Smash, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Zelda series, all the other Marios,
Pokemon.
They always do well. They just don't. They don't expand because they have a very dedicated fan base. Stick to what they know. Stay in their lane, and it works for them. But that is a big gripe. I'd get pretty bummed.
I think I just want to fact check what I'm about to say. But I think the guy who's been running Nintendo passed away.
Is it R?
I believe so.
Shout out to Roger R. Moore, who became R. Our death pool is doing really bad, which is good for the people in our death pool, like Danny Glover and
Danny Glover.
All the other people that are in it.
Yeah,
Danny Trejo.
He passed away in 2015, which
is that's not what's his name?
Tatsumi Kimishima. And I will say this.
French guy?
Oh yeah, it's completely. He's French.
Zing.
But I think that with his passing, it's possible we see another direction from Nintendo. Maybe they, and I personally believe that they're gonna want to please their new Nintendo supporters, and there's gonna be a lot of Nintendo supporters with this Switch. There's gonna be people who are gonna play Zelda. There's gonna be a large group of people, in my opinion, that are gonna have the same gripe that I have with Zelda, and they're gonna want to please those people. And I think that they're gonna make changes to please those people, where they will make the downloadable content end game, like, oh, you've beaten Ganon now. Here's more. And I talked about this with Zach, and he was saying, but what about the Blood Moon? That's how the Blood Moon is something that happens every 7 days within the game that resets all of the NPCs. It brings them back to life. And that would go away once you beat Calamity Ganon, because that's driven by him. And my thought would be this. All right, well, the concern is that if everybody disappears, what are you left to fight once you beat them?
New DLC. Just fucking make a new bad guy,
Well,
man.
I don't even think that. I think if they wanted to, especially if they wanted to make an end game, there's a way to make an end game. After the DLC, I mean, after you beat it, Blood Moon's gone, but every 7 days you have like a little cutscene letting you know, because there's a cutscene of a Blood Moon every 7 days. Have a little cutscene being like, more bad guys moved in, because they're fucking
discovered more people.
Yeah, they're bad guys. They can reproduce. They can fucking have an infinite number of, like, that's what every other game has ever done.
Right.
Infinite number of guys that come from some bad location, but you can never get to that bad location. They're always out there.
They just spew into the land.
Yeah.
No, that's a fair point. I think they will. They have to, though. That's the age that we're in with gaming, though. If you don't appease your customers, you're just not going to do well. That's what has led to a lot of decline of certain games. Like, perfect example, Hoag, and we haven't talked about this until literally right now, but we both played a beta for a game, and it was pretty cool. The game was called For Honor. Pretty cool game. But what did I say before the game came out? I said, I don't know if we should spend 60 bones on this. I think it's a cool game, but either let's wait or let's not get it at all, because, like, what are we buying here? It just seems very dopey and not appealing to, like, the gamer in us. This seems like a very gimmicky kind of thing that might lose its play value. And apparently, since they did a big patch, or a big, not a DLC, but a big update, they're down 90% of their initial players from day one. You gotta appeal to people, or else they're just gonna drop you and pick up, with all the companies that are out making games, the third parties and the big names and stuff. People are gonna find something else to play.
With For Honor, I had fun playing it, but I noticed immediately there were people that were just so fucking good at that game, and it was such a what are you gonna do next kind of game. It's constantly, if you're not constantly on your toes, you're boned. And as far as gaming goes, I think the majority of people who play video games are not looking to concentrate.
They're not trying to get
so fucking hard.
Yeah, they're not trying to get boned.
Yeah.
All the time if they're not perfect at a game. They want to play something, enjoy it, and play it again later. They don't, like, that game pissed me off certain times, and it was like, I'm not gonna fucking play this because I don't want to be pissed off all the time when I play. But the final review we have is on new game. Came out for PlayStation 4, only for VR. And there's been some commercials for it on national TV, so shout out to Sony for actually trying to sell their product. But the game is called Farpoint. And as a owner of virtual reality PlayStation and an owner of a PlayStation 4, I was like, I have to get this. Because if I have to give my virtual reality a grade, I would give it like a B-. It's really cool. Not enough content. Not enough usage of the cool Move controllers, which I think are really cool in virtual reality. If I have to use the actual, dual stick controller, that's kind of lame. So I like the usage of, like, my hands. So, long story short, Farpoint, new game, takes place on an alien planet in space, and the game comes with a controller that's in the shape of a gun. Nice assault rifle, SMG, gun, sensors all over it, control sticks, analog sticks, and your, X, square, triangle, circle button on it. And obviously hesitant at first when you put it in. You're like, maybe this is going to suck. Maybe it's not going to feel natural. Feels great. There's an issue, though. I'm a lefty, and you pick if you want to be lefty or righty, like, right away. And apparently they have something messed up for the lefties. They have to update in one of their patches because you get kind of your character doesn't move as well if you choose lefty because of the way that the sticks are. But feels awesome. Shooting aliens and spiders and stuff with this gun controller feels so smooth and natural. With the headphones on, you just feel like you're in it. And I've only played like the first 45 minutes, took a break. Obviously going to continue it, but it's a game that like you just want to show people because it's so cool. And definitely been impressed, and I really hope that the PlayStation utilizes this Move controller for a lot more upcoming games because the technology is just so cool.
My review is that I haven't played it yet. I hope to soon. And I will probably do that, and I will not update you.
He's going to keep it to himself.
I'm going to keep it to myself. And if you don't like that, I mean, I don't really give a shit. So,
we're not really looking to help you out, guys. This is more advice. If you want to take it, cool. If you don't, we don't care. We're just a couple of guys in the know that have a podcast. We have a little bit of a platform. And if you're listening, you don't want to take our advice, don't. And then we'll see you at the bottom of the gutter. Because you'll probably be dead because you won't take our advice.
We're smart, is what we're getting at.
Humble brag.
And you're stupid.
The name of this episode should be Humble Brag.
But I mean, I think there was only one humble brag.
It was the Hawaii.
Yeah, because otherwise we're just
bragging.
Honestly, it's not, I don't even know if it's bragging. We're just like, yeah, fuck you. We're better than you. Is that bragging?
No, that's just facts.
Yeah, these are facts.
Episode 6, Facts.
Facts of life.
Read a book. Episode 6, put this podcast down and read a book. Get your facts better. That's the new episode name.
Is this our sign off? Is there more to talk about?
There's nothing more to talk about. Do you have any final thoughts you want to say to people that have been on your mind today?
Yeah, I just want to do a little PSA. Is that the word?
Yeah, public service announcement.
Yeah, a little public. Guys, wrap up your jimmies. Okay, wrap up your wangs. You don't want a kid. It'll ruin your life. Ruin your dreams.
18 years of hell.
18 years of hell. Also, I mean, side note, I mean, there's STDs and shit, STIs or whatever the fuck. STs. All the STs out there, guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, alright. Wrap them up.
Wrap up your Jimmy. My closing thoughts are, can we stop unrattling the undead in Egypt? Like, let's just leave Egypt alone. Because we keep pissing off these mummies.
Well, hold on. How are we going to find out if the earth is flat or not?
At this point, I'll take my chances with knowing that it doesn't matter. What matters is that we keep digging into crypts that are not meant to be dug up, and Tom Cruise and Brendan Fraser have to save us all the time from mummies, bugs, zombies, mermaids, and it's getting old. So stop digging where you're not supposed to dig, especially in Egypt. Just leave Egypt alone. It's,
Listen, the Jews did a lot of work to put those pyramids together, all right? Yeah. Stop tearing them apart.
We're like just unearthing things that don't need to come out. Let sleeping dogs lie. And thanks for listening. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Rate.
Wait.
Rate.
No.
I said rate. And share it with your friends. We want to get our views above 12, and you can help us. Hit that fucking music, Hoag.